welcome along, and welcome to another vlog with me, Jamie. Today we've been asked to pop up to the mill at the north of the Mercury Farm estate, and we're going to go and pick up some flour. We've been asked to transport it down to the garden centre. So yeah, I've got the chieftain on the back here. We're heading up what must have once been a big long driveway. We're heading up there to the mill, which is the north end of the estate. We're going to load those up and we're going to transport them down to the garden centre, and it's going to be a little bit of a tour of this former estate, of what it was a bit. It is, yeah, it's quite a big area, and of course these farms have all been broken up now. They've been broken up into sort of 4 separate places. I'm just going to try and find. I know there's a road. Here it is. Yeah, there's a roadway at the end of this big area, and lots of it's in redevelopment. So, for example, that area there, that used to be a yard, and the place has been completely demolished now. Whereas a couple of the farms still stand. We're actually going to be driving through one of the farms shortly, and it's actually an interesting one. It's it actually has all these fields either side of us at the moment, and we've just taken on. We're just taking on a big contract to maintain it. The new owner is taking over in a little bit. I can't remember exactly how long it is until the new owner takes over, but basically they've hired us to ensure that we keep all the crops healthy and keep everything going until they have a chance to take over, and once that's happened, we will be in a great position. They'll be in a great position to get things started, and we'll be in a good position to sort of keep supporting them after that. Just looking at the best place. I think I want to get our trailer. Yeah, looking at these are all sort of higgledy-piggledy. I think we want to get ourselves a little bit further down here like this, and then we'll be able to load these up. So I'm just going to unhook the trailer. There we go, that's all unhooked. Then we're going to go and get this flour and get it loaded up. Yeah, this is all a little bit all over the place. I hope I have enough space here with this car. Right, how are my forks? Let's get the forks level, and then we can approach this. So this is, we've got 6 pallets here of flour that the mill has asked us to move, to get moved down to the garden centre. There we go. So we'll load them up onto our flatbed here, and once we got that done, what we'll be able to do is get down there, and that should be a nice little job for us. It shouldn't be too taxing, this one, and I'm very much hoping that it'll bring in a nice little bit of money. There's a fair amount of money in this flour, so yeah, hopefully that'll be good. It's a little bit of a concentration I've got on here to get these onto here. Oh, no, that's still hovering above. Sometimes with these front loaders, it can be a little bit hard to tell exactly where you are. But that's got it. There we are. So getting things on here. I'm going to strap them down as we go. That last one there, that's going to be easier to get from the other direction. But it's yeah. So these little transport jobs and things, these are quite useful to us as well. It helps us do stuff for sort of the local businesses, and help out and sort of, you know, keeps us as a valued part of the area, especially while we're still waiting for all the farms to be taken. One of the farms is up and fully running. and has hired us for a couple of jobs recently. As I said, this one here, we're on a maintenance contract on it to keep it going and everything. As I said, I think it's going to be a few months before the new owners actually take full control of the farm. But as you can see, the fields are absolutely full of crops. So there's a lot of work we're going to have to make sure that they, when they take over, they make the maximum amount they can from this. Just sort of ease this on. There we go. And voila. I'm quite happy with that. That's nicely on there and nicely on there. So we'll just strap that first pallet down, or those first 2 pallets down, and get the next 2 done. And it's quite an interesting area to work this. It's going to be one of those areas that develops quite nicely, that has a a bright future ahead of it, even in the face of everything that's sort of happened here recently. There we go. And as you can see, even now it's beginning to make things. But it's quite an interesting thing with this, with things like this mill. The mill is still functioning. The mill has been, again, was part of the estate before. It's been one of the parts that's been sold off. Now owned by obviously an independent owner, who is and this is somewhere where we will be selling crops or transporting crops, to our clients to be sold at various times. And then there's things like this where they then need this stuff transported to various places. Come in into the bushes. Coming from this way on this. See if we can't. Yeah, there we go. Get that to go onto our forks a bit. A little bit of an angle, so we'll have to approach our trailer at a bit of an angle. Like so. Not quite happy with the position of that. I want to move over a little bit. Yeah, getting a pallet on here at an angle is not a great thing for us. Does make it that little bit harder, but if we can still position it in right, then we're good. No, a little bit further. Second one's on. Strap those down. Just 2 more to go. And then we're done. We just need to offload them at the other end. How are we gonna... We're gonna have to come in. Whoever loaded these here in the first place, put them out for me, was not being very nice to me. They've got these at some odd angles. I'm guessing that's why they needed somebody to come around here and do it. But yeah, that's wouldn't be the first time for that. We're going to have to nudge this one round, I think. As long as we don't pierce at the bags of flour, we're good. There we go. That is completely accessible from the other side now. There we go. Round and down. So yeah, this is, as I said, this is now owned by individual. None of the, as far as I know, not by any of the farms that are now being taken over. Oh no, we need to get that straight. If we get there's a spot on the bonnet that if I line it up with, just makes things that much easier. Put the middle of the pile of flour in down the bottom there. There we go, and down and in. drop that down. Oh, no, not quite. The trick is to get it as flat as possible, but catch the back edge. If you can do that, then it will come up. The other way is to try and get it to slide off. But sometimes these pallets do not want to come off the front of the... come off your way. There we go. And when you get that, you just basically then have to very carefully nudge it, and you've got to be careful to nudge the edge of the pallet and not the actual contents. There we go. That's that one done. One more to go, and then we'll get this down to the garden centre, and that will be us all done. This one similarly is impossible for us to get at the moment, so we'll do the same thing with this. Just nudge this round, get our forks low enough. That's the thing, it's getting the forks low enough and catching that, and not the actual flour. If you can do that, then you're in a really good position. Trouble is, I can't see the end of my forks. This is when a drop nose tractor comes in really useful, because then you can see all the way down to what you're doing, or a telehandler. It's one of the reasons why I quite like using a telehandler to do this kind of job. Unfortunately, we don't have one at the moment. I don't think. Oh, we might have one actually. Oh no, actually we do. We have a Manitou, but it wasn't available at the moment. So that's why I'm using my tractor with the front loader on it. Always useful to have another set of tines. And there we go. That's got it. Alright, last one. We'll load this in, and then we can get it down to the shop. Much easier to unload, of course, at the other end. Because we can much more easily see the actual where we're putting the tines in. Really, there we go. And the last one went in there a lot nicer. That's good. Right, lock those on. So we're all locked down now, which is brilliant. Let's hook back up, and then we can get down here. So we'll pick this back up. There we go. And away we go. So this is the farm that's been purchased. This is the one in the middle of it. It's called Mercury Poultry Farm, which is at this point a historic name. There are no chickens here. I know the new owners spent some time sort of removing the chicken farm aspect of it. And yeah, it's ready to be redone and reworked. I think there might have been some of the chicken farm aspect of it down there. Right, where do we want to go? I think we want to go this way from here. I think I can see off in the distance Thomas working one of the fields actually, which is quite good. And we, of course, were working this one recently. That was where we were doing the cultivating. And then this way, yeah, Mercury Hillside Farm. So you can see how it was all split into various parts and various areas. Again, this is one of the farms that was in massive disrepair, and therefore has been demolished and completely removed. I would guess that somebody will come along and redo this and rebuild it. We want to go that way, out onto the main road. and head down here. But yeah, so the whole area, the whole estate is having sort of a massive rework. Right, we're heading down to the right. I'm going to turn my beacons on. Wow, lot of traffic at the moment. Oh, we're clear one way. There's a huge amount of traffic the other way. Wow. This is actually quite a busy road, this. Right, there we go. Perfect. There's our local dealer. And down this way is the garden centre. It is signposted, so that should be pretty good. No, a little bit further. Oh, that's the wool merchants. So if we do any work with the sheep around here for any of the farms, if they want us to transport any wool, that's where we go. There was a rumour somebody might be trying to do some cotton around here, but that would be, to me, that would be a bit crazy for Lincolnshire. But you never know. Climate change and all that. People are experimenting with new crops that they couldn't do with before. That is the garden centre over there. Yeah, there we go. So we'll head in here. And this is where we're transporting the flour to. Now they normally mark out where they want it transported to. So we'll have to have a look around. It's not going to be there. It could be there. I think it is here where we got the loading bay. Or there. It's going to be one of these two. So we'll unload this, see where they take it, and see what happens. See if they accept it in either of these two bays. Let's jump out and we're gonna unstrap all of this now. It's not going anywhere. Ooh, there we go. Unstrap that one as well, and that one, and that one. There we go. Right. Well, okay. Hopefully that hasn't damaged the flour on that other one. I'll go pick that up in a minute. Right, is it that one? Or is it the other one? That's okay. We'll unload all this and that should be good. Actually, that's unloading bay, isn't it, over there? I think it's the far one, to be honest. So we'll just move these over here. We wouldn't be able to drop all 6 of these off in the other bay. There we go. Fortunately, these are all strapped on here fairly tight, so I see that shouldn't be any worse the wear for that mishap. And we can clearly get the other side. There's 2. Whoa. Oh, no. Have we? Oh, we have knocked that one off the other side as well. That's okay. As I said, we'll go and give them a check over. Check that there isn't anything wrong with them. But I think we'll be alright. These are pretty tough bags. And we'll move the trailer out of the way and just knock those back. Whoa. Oh. It's what happens when you don't get it at the right height. Yeah. On its top is not good. I'll just back this out of the way and then we're clear on these. There we go. Right, I need to check that these are not damaged. No, we're all good. It's the good thing about these Hessian bags and the fact that these are packed so tightly. It means they can actually take quite a pounding, which when you get me for a job is maybe not such a bad thing. Just bring that down. There we go. Ooh. Thought I had that then. How far? I think I need to be down there. Yeah, there we go. That's got it. Yeah, unloading should be easier than loading it. There we go, and just 2 more to go. Clearly one that I managed to put on its top. Right, and just the one more, which we need to try and turn back over, because obviously it's upside down at the moment, and that is not how I want them to find it. There we go. There's one bit. Perfect. No, that's not come off. I think we've got another one jammed on. That's alright. There we go. All done. Right, let's hook this up and I'm going to check in with Tom and see how he's doing. Hey Tom, how's it going?
Jeez, frightened me there, Jamie. What's going on?
Just finished transporting a load of flour down to the goods yard and about to head home.
Fantastic. I thought I might have seen you there, actually. I think you were just at the top of the hill when I was working away.
Yeah, saw you working away, mowing down on the field.
Yeah, I had a phone call just about 20 minutes ago, maybe, when I was working in here. Our wrapper is ready to be picked up from servicing, so you can go, if you have nothing else on, you can go and collect that one if you need to.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good idea. It's not a huge detour because I'm not too far from the store here. So yeah,
That's a good point. You can just stick it on the back of the chieftain, I suppose.
exactly. Okay, I'll pop there and I'll go and do that, and then I'll see you back at the yard a bit later.
No problem. I've got well, what we do about? I've got the headlands done this first field. This is going to take me another half hour or so. I've got at least one more field to do, so I won't be back to the office for a while yet. But I will catch up with you when I'm.
Okay, I'll get the kettle on and I'll try and keep it warm for you for when you get back.
Sounds perfect. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, see you later. Right, okay, so yeah, as you heard there, our bale wrapper has been serviced and is ready for pickup. So what we'll do is we'll head down to the shop or down to the machinery yard, and we should be able to pick that up from here. There it is. Can't see. Yeah, we've got a clear road. Good. There it is. You can see it in the shed there. So I'm just going to pop in the shop, have a word with the person behind the desk. Or actually, what we'll do first is we'll get this undone. So there we go. Take that one off. There we are. And this one. Now. There we go. And get that down. Right. And I'm just going to turn the tractor off. Because we don't want them to, don't want anyone nicking that. We'll go and have a word. Okay, that's all good. Yeah, that's all ready and everything. So I just need to unhook the tractor and then we can go from there. So let's start her up, drop it off, and yeah, she said just to back it straight out. Oh, sorry, pull it straight out, and then we can back it onto our trailer, and that will be good. So like that. Bring it round like so. That is absolutely perfect. If we can keep it straight, we will be good. Trailer does not overly like it when you haven't got anything attached to the front. Maybe we should attach that maybe we can go and ask him to attach the JCB just to give us a little bit of stuff. Actually, is that a JCB? Looks a little bit like. It's a little bit like a Manitou in yellow. Interesting. Don't know what's going on there. Maybe that's a new model of JCB that I don't know about. But yeah, that's an interesting piece of kit. We are going to hook this up. There we go, and let's go and do the back bits up. That's that one done, and there we go. Let's get this up. Put our bit back on. In with that. In with that. And there we go. That's all done up, and this is now ready to transport home. So let's get it home, and that's another job done and dusted. So I'm happy with that. That's a good day's work we've had. We've done a good bit of transport. We've got the flour delivered, and we've got our bale wrapper back, which is brilliant. So I'm gonna finish off here. I'm gonna head back to the yard now. Go and get a well-deserved cup of tea. But all that remains from me is to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Cornbrook Contracting, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.